are live. What's up, beasties? It's it's Triple B, your friendly neighborhood bearded book beast. Welcome back to another episode of Beast Friends Forever. Woo! I'm excited for tonight's show and very excited for tonight's guest. This has been long overdue. I first connected with this awesome author and editor a while back, and we had plans for him to come on, but we had to reschedule, and I finally was able to get him back on here. Just you guys know how crazy my life's been, so he has been patient and very understanding and flexible, and I'm excited to have him on so we can talk about all the awesome things that he has in the works. He's an awesome editor. He edited this book right here, Dark Bloom by Molly Macabre, one of my favorite books I've read, and he's got a lot of awesome books himself that we're going to talk about. I cannot wait. Let me bring him on right now. My guest tonight is the one and only William Burkhardt. Welcome.
Thank you, man. It's nice to finally talk to you, man.
Heck yeah, dude. We've been talking through email and DMs and chats. It's good to talk, face to face.
Yeah, man. Long time coming.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I appreciate you being here. We got some awesome people in the chat already. We got, of course, the wonderful Molly Macabre. First one here.
She's like,
thanks for being here, Molly.
Man. I love her.
Oh, yeah, she's awesome. We've got Cinna here, Miss Cinna Palm. Thanks for being here, Cinna. J.A. Bryden is here. What's up? We got E.L. Montague. You should be, but that's all right. It's good to take a break. We got Tim McKay. What's up, man? Thanks for being here. Jasper is here. What's up, Jasper? And yeah, everyone else that is here and hasn't commented, we appreciate you being here. Also, if you're on replay, we appreciate you watching as well. And just so you know, in the description, I've got William's Amazon author page linked and the link to his free audiobook that is on YouTube to get a little taste, which I started listening to that, and it's very fun and very good. So I highly recommend it. All right, so why don't you just kick things off for us? Just tell us a little bit about what you do between writing, like what kind of genres you write, and your editing that you do. We'll get into like your long journey and your story in a little bit, but just in general, tell people what kind of books you write and what kind of editing you do.
Yeah, so my first two, which I did in 2014 and 2016, were kind of like, I just call them at this point like super fan fiction, but like kind of like fantasy type stuff. It's like the Alice in Wonderland type genre, just kind of something that happened by accident. And after that, I kind of took some time off, and then I was like, I really want to start because horror is kind of my passion. No matter what I write, it always ends up coming back to just being tragic or terrible or a combination of the two. And then, I wrote A Third of Infinity, which you talked about. And then, after that, I kind of went into like a sci-fi phase where I was doing like a lot of, like spooky sci-fi stuff. So, I've been kind of all over the place, man. And, the editing thing just kind of happened by accident. I have a friend who sent me something. I was like, I'll take a look at it. And then he paid me, and I'm like, well, this is nice. So, and then, I met Molly, and she took a huge chance on me, man. And she's been a huge part of this. And ever since then, it's just been pretty steady. I don't understand how I made this work. I feel like I'm just really awesome at, faking it. And it's like, I just keep, churning out results. So maybe I'm not faking it. I don't know.
I don't think you are, but I mean, that's life, right? Half of life is faking it till you're making it. So
yeah, that's what I'm learning, man. Clearly.
Well, that is cool, dude. I'm excited. You've got a lot of awesome things. Let me share my screen for a second, because I want to talk about these awesome covers that you have. So I've got two of them here. One I think is already been out for a while that we'll show first. Let me figure out. I always have, it takes me a minute to remember how to share my screen, because I don't want to share my whole screen. I just want to share this. There we go. All right, so here's Doril Song, which I love this cover. It is so cool. I love the font across the middle. I love that blue at the end of the alley and the character walk. So cool. So tell us a little bit about this book, and then tell us about how this cover came to be.
Yeah, so Doril Song is like what happens is there's this space colony that's being prepared for, humankind to come. It's being terraformed and all that stuff. And there's like a huge thing that happens, and all of the colonies get killed except this one colony of people. And they send a team in of like, former like the army people and, people kind of cut from that cloth. They all
Oh
get
yeah.
killed too. And so what happens is now like the state has to kind of step in, as well as the corporation who created the terraforming stuff. So essentially what you have is like this strange kind of spooky problem kind of just hiding in the shadows that's killing all these people. And they basically it's being tackled from the corporate angle and the state angle. And
Oh
yeah,
wow.
it's just something I kind of threw together through characters. As soon as I had a bunch of characters, so I was like, okay, people are going to be able to
Oh heck yeah.
relate to these people.
Mhm.
It's the kind of thing when whenever I talk to someone who's actually took a chance on it, like I'm not big into sci-fi, but
Mhm.
the characters sold me, and I couldn't stop once I was invested in them. So it's
Yeah.
just kind of it's all about the characters, man. The cover itself, man, I paid $50 for that cover from
Wow.
from a pre-made site, and they just slapped the text on there, and that was that, man. $50. That's why.
No way. $50? That looks awesome.
Yeah, that's what I say. Like when people are like doing like these AI covers, which I mean I have done some of those in the past,
Mhm.
like when it first came out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
$50. I mean, like if you actually go on to A Third of Infinity on YouTube, you can actually see the first cover I got, which is AI made, and I have
Mhm.
since then paid for a cover with that. I'm slowly trying to phase out the AI as much as I can.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, dude, $50, man.
Dang. They did a good job. It looks
Yeah.
awesome.
I
I
found
love
that
it.
I was like, it's close enough, it's obscure, it's, it kind of tells the story that I need to be told without having to tell it myself. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It says a lot. I love that. And I love how you mentioned character, because character, like I'm a character reader, so hearing that gets me
You'll love
pumped. Like,
this book. It's got
oh yeah.
somebody for everyone. Like I'm just throwing so
Okay.
much at you. And if you can, like, if you're into like the audio format, I would highly recommend that. But if not, the paperbacks, you know,
Oh yeah. Well,
that's
I might have to do both, because
yeah,
that cover's too pretty to not have on the shelf, man.
yeah. It's a fantastic audio book. It's like fully immersive. Like you have parts where
Oh,
like they're speaking over, like comms, and like you can hear the static and stuff like that. So
that's awesome.
it's just so much fun, man. Like
Oh, I love that.
sometimes I think I'm in this to make these audiobooks, and everything else is kind of like the side project. But
Yeah, yeah. So, who does your audiobooks?
okay, so the first one I had for A Third of Infinity
Uh-huh.
was my one friend from the UK who
Oh,
I
wow.
think he's kind of out of the game now.
Hmm.
But he was kind of, it's like like when I was actually creating that, I was kind of preempting like the audio. I'm like, I kind of want to have this spoken by someone from
Mhm.
England, and
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he
then
sounds good.
he's fantastic. But yeah, I haven't heard a whole lot from him. I've tried to hire him in the past again, but I
Mhm.
guess he's the
Not doing it.
the two I did after that were done by my friend named Jana, who actually she primarily like will do romance and stuff like that, which is funny. If you
Oh,
see her catalog or
yeah.
her catalog like on Audible, it's like
Yeah.
all these sweet romances, and then these like two kind of screwed up like thriller stories from me. But yeah,
That's awesome.
she's another person who kind of took a huge chance on me. Like, yeah, this genre isn't kind of for me. I don't know if I'm cut out for it, but yeah, she's someone who just she was out of her comfort zone, and the fact that she was able to tackle my projects confidently and all that stuff. I really have a tremendous amount of
Oh
respect
man.
for her. And then on Doril Song is my friend Farah, which she's actually doing the audio for the other one that we're going to be talking about next.
Hmm.
Yeah, she is one of my favorite narrators. Period. And you know, the experience, just on a personal and a professional, playing field with her was amazing, and I'm going to be hiring her quite a lot, I think.
Yeah, dude, that's amazing. I think it's awesome that you have audio on all this stuff. Because
Yeah.
it can be hard to make that happen. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah, it's expensive, and I mean, honestly, but if somebody, can't physically pick up a book
Hmm.
and see it, like I, I
Yeah.
would, I would still like to sell them something.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Right. Get your story out there, man.
Yeah.
Every avenue you can. Heck yeah, I agree.
Yep.
All right, so let's switch to the other book in a second. Let me shout out another awesome author that just popped in here, Trinity Cunningham. Thanks for being here, Trinity. Okay, so this next one I'm going to show, this is a book that isn't out yet, but
Right.
it's going to be coming out very soon.
Yes.
And you have some exciting news about this book as well, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I
Is
got a
this part of
short-term memory.
the but tell us. Let me show the awesome cover because this is another banger. Let me
Yeah.
show this cover and then tell us, what about the book and everything. Let me go back in here and it's right here. Boom.
So this one here
19
I
Doors
actually made.
of Belferith.
Yeah. So
You
this one here
did?
I actually made. If you wouldn't, yeah.
Wow.
So on Canva, they have a bunch of templates. So
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
cityscape there on top, I just kind of
Hmm.
slid up a whole bunch of other
Oh
stuff.
yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
then the stuff under that is all stuff that I actually paid a royalty artist for. Like it was free,
Okay.
but I paid it anyway. And yeah, it was like the two people in these strange costumes. It's like I kind of like that. And then
Yeah,
I
it
just
looks
got a
cool.
bunch of arms that like it's spelling out the number 19 with the XIX in the
Oh
arms. I don't know if you
yeah. I
noticed
didn't
that.
even notice that at first.
Pretty
That's
clever.
cool.
So yeah,
That is clever.
yeah, it's just something I kind of threw together. I mean, again, I'm not really in the habit of creating my own covers,
Right,
but
right. This one looks pretty cool.
I'm not sure what happened like with this one, if I was having like an on day and I just was able to crank this out, but it's like I
Right.
think I'll just go with this one. Yeah, yeah. And this book, yeah, like I wanted to because my previous three were very fantasy, sci-fi, space,
Mhm.
things. I wanted to write something again horror, but more grounded in, like the modern age. So I live about an hour away from Atlantic City, and I was just staying there one time at this really really sweet hotel, and
Mhm.
I just started coming up with this horror story about like these three, childhood friends who have been trying to buy out this hotel in Atlantic City,
Mhm.
and but for some reason the owner isn't selling them. Well, the owner ends up killing himself in this huge, like
Oh,
this
man.
opening scene, and they
Uh-huh.
end up finally purchasing this hotel. And then they have, as soon as they buy the hotel, the main character has his 30th party at the penthouse in the hotel, and without giving away too much, he ends up selling his soul by accident
Ooh,
in
okay.
this. Yeah, and before he gets this large sum of cash, he's got to perform these tasks that are pretty horrible, honestly. Like some of the stuff in this novel, I'm not gonna lie, it's very graphic, it's very nasty. um and I was at a really kind of screwed up place when I wrote this book, and it shows, but at the same time I was able to crank out something pretty
Hey,
sweet.
we we like the dark stuff, man. That
Yeah.
you're catching my attention right now. That sounds pretty
Yeah,
good.
as soon as I wrote this, I was like, "All right, I need to go back to therapy for a little bit," because it's the kind of thing where I had to come up with a lot of things that were not very pleasant,
Oh,
and
yeah.
eventually
Right.
I got to a point where I was kind of not stretching it, but it was very exhausting to come up with just a finite number of screwed up things to
Yeah.
complete this book. But it is very good, and I mean, if I may say so myself. And Farah is currently recording this, and
Oh,
she's in love with it. So
oh,
you
that's
know,
awesome.
yeah. So I'm looking forward to this. Yeah,
Oh man, I can't wait. Can't wait to
I'm
read that one, man. That
I'm
is cool.
hoping by Halloween, just because that will be cool. But
Oh, heck yeah.
definitely before the year ends. I've been trying to
Nice.
just do 1 year where I have been published twice. I can always manage one per year. I want to do two this year, so I'm on track to do that.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah,
Nice,
so
man. That is exciting. Well, I
good
mean, the
work.
covers are awesome. And like I said earlier, I started the audiobook that you have on YouTube that people can check out in the link, and hilarious, man, right away. Like there's a demon, it's first person, he's talking to you, the reader,
Yeah,
breaking the fourth wall. Like,
like there's
oh man,
parts where like he talks trash on me. It's like
yes,
call me like an
yes.
idiot and stuff. Like it's just I love that.
Yep,
It's
yep. So yeah, I recommend it. I already listened to half of it. I was actually at my daughter's soccer practice, and there was like another dad there. He kept trying to talk to me. I'm like, oh, dude, I'm
stop it.
trying to listen to this book.
Yep. Yeah, I do think eventually I will write something else like that, because
Mhm.
I normally don't ever pants anything, but that was
Yeah.
definitely a pantsy
Okay.
experience, because it's just
Yeah.
kind of like, I mean, it's all dialogue, so that kind
Hmm.
of trims a lot of the fat, and
Oh
it
yeah.
just it was so much fun to just write
That's
all
it.
that and be
Yeah.
like the cheeky English person. It just it
Yeah.
just fell into place. So I do
Oh
think I
man.
am going to write something like that again in the future.
Yes. Nice. Very cool. All right. So next up, I want to kind of go back and talk about your journey to how you got to this point. Um,
Yeah.
But before we do that, like what is next? So you're writing this book, and then what's your next project after that, or for the foreseeable future, what are you going to be working on?
So I'm about three-quarters of the way through something called Valor Reborn. It's kind of like another story I wrote. It's kind of again complex, scary, and screwed up, but it's told through like the first person point of view of like animals, kind of like
Yeah.
Watership
Oh,
Down and stuff like that. So
okay.
I was about three-quarters of the way through something like that when this contract thing kind of fell into my lap, which my friends and I have been developing like a tabletop thing
Ooh,
called Altria. Yeah,
okay.
it's funny. I had a friend who we were playing. Actually, it was two friends who, like every Sunday we were playing this like this strategy thing similar to Dungeons and Dragons, and we had a
Hmm.
friend who's always like, well, it would be cool if we change like this rule. So it got to a point where it got just so tiresome. We were just like, dude, like I can't play this anymore with you. Like if you want to make up all your own stuff, just make your own thing up.
Yeah.
I hadn't talked to him for about 7 months after that, and wouldn't you know, man, he came back and he's like, "Yeah, I got a Kickstarter, and
No
I've
way.
hired all these artists. He's had these models printed, cards printed, like a
Oh,
box. Like
dang.
he has spent like
He went all out.
yeah, he's spent about 20 to 30,000 just on the art.
What? Dang.
Like
Oh my
I
God.
think yeah, I think like we're both having like this weird like kind of midlife crisis. Like we're both 43, 44, somewhere
Hmm.
around there, and we're both just tired of our jobs. It's just like,
Hmm.
how much can we just throw at this to make it work? And
Yeah.
kind of along the lines with the like Warhammer and Dungeons and Dragons, they have the separate supplementary stuff in like the novels and stuff like that. And he goes, I kind of want to write the same thing. I want to have something else. If somebody's not into the tabletop aspect, we could draw them in with the books, or vice versa. So yeah, he's paying me to write. I'm on the table to write 12 now, but it could be more. And I mean, obviously like there's a whole other thing I've been helping with, the like the production of the game and stuff. So
Yeah.
we're trying to make this work, man, because it's just I'm tired of my day job.
I get that, man. I get it. I get it. Well, thank you, Senna. Senna just gifted 5 memberships to the Bearded Book Beast channel, so that was very nice. It's so nice. I don't know what to do with that because I did not expect that. So I will figure that out, how to make use of those for 5 lucky people. Thank you, Senna. I appreciate you.
That's all.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
So what's like? Where's that at right now? Is the Kickstarter still going?
He hasn't started the Kickstarter quite yet. He has
Okay.
actually flown to I want to say Chicago. I don't think that's right. He flew it and like actually pitched it and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have the first one almost done. I have it almost edited. I'm about 3/4 away through the proofread, which is just the tail end of it. Yeah, it's a story about 3 siblings. Their mom passes away, and there's kind of like this force that's trying to take over the land. I'm trying not to tell too much.
Yeah, you don't want
And
to give away
it's
too much. Yeah.
basically, yeah, I mean, like again, kind of like with Doril Song, again, like the characters are very strong, I feel. So even if someone's not into, a fantasy type thing, I do think that this would be good. And it's only about 30,000 words. So yeah, these aren't going
Okay.
to be huge
Not big
investments,
chunky
but
books.
no, yeah. I mean, essentially, I'm writing a total of like maybe 200,000 words over like 12 books, which it's about 30,000 a pop.
Okay.
So yeah, I have
That's
that
nice
one.
though.
Yeah, I do have that one almost done. I might actually put that one up honestly for free on YouTube too, just for the fact that we're essentially trying to sell something else with it. So
Yeah.
that might wind up on my page. Wink, wink.
Okay. Okay. So keep an eye out, people.
Keep an eye out. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
So we're
very
just
cool,
kind
man.
of, yeah, like we're in the phase now where we pretty much have everything. Like we had a test print and we had everything printed out a second time. We are test playing it for the second time soon, and then we're gonna have a couple other people test it. And yeah, we have just a whole bunch of stuff in place, and yeah, we're just
Wow.
swinging for the fences on this one, man.
Yeah, you are, man. That is very cool. That's
Yeah,
exciting. Keep us all posted, but keep me
I will.
posted. And
Yeah,
anytime there's something new develops or something, let me know. I'll shout it out. I'll do a video on it. I'll have you back on or whatever, man.
absolutely. I would love to come back on you.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay.
So, yeah.
So I think with side note, I think with these gifts, I think I've never had this happen before. Cinna, you're awesome. But I think if anybody in here is interested in being a member and wants to take advantage of those, I think maybe you can click on it and get them now. I don't know. If you can't, it's fine. I'll figure it out after the show. But anyway, I'm excited for you, dude. That is so cool. And I think the 20 to 30,000, like, I mean, we all love fantasy and sci-fi, and you have these huge books sometimes. I think those are that sweet spot where I love to read those in between the bigger books or while
Yes.
I'm reading them. And you can read them in like a day or two,
Yeah.
it's so nice.
Aside
So I think that's
aside
awesome.
from yeah, like aside from Doril Song, which is I think 65,000 words, everything that I've published has been between like 20 and 40,000. So I just find when I'm at about 30,000, I don't know why, but I just start just tanking. I'm just like, okay, I think I'm ready to wrap this up. I don't know, but it's like you said, it's that sweet spot, especially with horror. Just like it's
Mhm.
cool to have, like 130,000 pages of something very big, but it can't all be that. And I just
Yeah.
feel like with people like Poe and Lovecraft and stuff like that, it's like that. It's so formulaic with
Mhm.
how long it is. It's not like I don't want to call it chew it up and spit it out, but like you said, you can handle it, and it's not like okay, I gotta come back to this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of what I
Very
shoot
fun.
for.
Yeah. So how long do you think you'll be writing these? Because that's a lot of books. So how long do you think do you have like a
Yeah,
plan, or you just as long as it takes to get them all done kind of thing?
as long as it takes, honestly, like I'm kind of at the point now with authoring. I mean, I've been authoring since 2014, and I mean, I'm not young, but I wouldn't say I'm super old anyway. So honestly, if this took 5 years, I'm not going to be like, okay, this is
Right.
failed. If it takes 10 years, okay,
Yeah.
it would be nice to quit my job tomorrow. But I think I started writing the first one maybe a month and a half ago. I was
Okay.
still trying to develop stuff with the guy who created it because that was kind of, I don't want to call it a hurdle, but I'm
Yeah.
creating something within a universe that somebody else
Yes.
created.
That somebody else made. Yeah.
So
That's a
there were
change.
times, yeah. So there were times when, and I'm not used to having somebody else help me. Like I do my
Yeah.
own, all my own
Oh
stuff.
yeah. Yeah.
So he's like, like this don't make sense, and I don't think this works. And I'm trying not to take it personally. It's like, man, like, come on, dude. Like this is my child here. But it's like,
Yeah.
okay, this is not the same situation. But yeah, I would say I'm gonna try to just keep churning them out. Obviously, I would like to stop in between just to have non-contract stuff, just because I have stuff
Yeah.
I want to do.
Oh
So
yeah.
I'll probably do 3 and then stop and finish Valor Reborn, and
Yeah.
then maybe go back. But it's nice to know I don't really have a timetable. He's just like, I want these.
Yeah.
We don't really know where we're going to be in a year. So
Yeah. Yeah.
hopefully just once every couple months, if
That's
possible.
cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Molly's giving you a little ribbing here. She's saying getting a taste of your own medicine with somebody saying, "Hey, you got to change this or you got to change that."
Telling you, man, one of the hardest things, I was on like a big stint where I didn't write for a while and I was just doing only editing. I did like
Oh
Molly
yeah.
and then like probably like 5 or 6 other jobs
Oh
until I
wow.
went back to,
Oh
trying to come up with myself. And I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, I'm putting myself through the same thing I put these people through. And it's like, man, like this is tough. Yeah, this
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
tough. But like that's the thing, like just I learned so much from these jobs that when I came back and was doing my own stuff, I was so much more
Mhm.
effective. And
Oh yeah.
that's just something I can't thank these people, enough for.
Very cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, I will say, like, obviously Molly is a great writer and the book was awesome because of her writing, but it is tight. Like it is
Yeah.
well edited, I can tell. So you do good work. Well done.
Yeah, I mean, essentially it does like all come down to the person because I'm not really changing anything. I just, like
Right.
they're just in comments, they all have to be approved. But I have had people who, like I did jobs for and they didn't accept something I did and there ended up being a mistake. And it's just like, you know,
Uh,
I can't, I'm
right. You
not
can only do so
writing this.
much.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just telling you how to, I'm not changing something for you. I'm just helping you edit it. Yeah. Big
Oh, and
difference.
I think we're all excited for this. She says you and her nailed the sequel, so I
Yeah,
can't
it's
wait.
funny when I do like jobs, second and third jobs with people, they come back and you can tell that they've improved from the last time that
Yeah.
and that is just something that like I kind of understand the joy that teachers get like when you help somebody
Mhm.
and I mean I'm not trying to take a teacher's credit but
No, it's
Molly
the same thing,
yeah
same concept. Yeah.
yeah like you could tell on her second time around Molly had just a better grasp of pacing and she kind of had these characters already established and she really kind of knew what she wanted more than in the first one. And yeah, she was.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't wait to
awesome.
work with her again. I wish I could just constantly have jobs with Molly. She's awesome. This is like the
Hey,
Molly
we would all love that. Just keep writing, Molly. Right? So much
please.
that he's
Yeah,
just always busy with it, and we can just keep reading.
I would
I
love
like
that,
that.
man.
All right, so we're gonna switch gears here in a second and hear about your journey to this point. But before we do that, I have a question for you, Bill. Do you like really terrible dad jokes?
Oh, dude,
Because
you're
I'm
speaking to the right guy here. Yeah.
all right. I got a couple for you then.
All right.
Let's see. Let me find the image that I took so I wouldn't forget them. Okay, here we go. All right, first up, uh, what country's capital is growing the fastest?
What country's capital? I don't know.
Ireland. Every day it's Dublin.
Oh, all right. tremendous.
Oh yes, right. All right. One more. Let me see. Which one do I want to do here? I think I'll do this one. Okay, so I had a dream last night that I was floating in an ocean of orange soda. But now that I think about it, it was probably more like a Fanta sea.
Yep, that's what I dream about every night, man. That's
Oh man.
all right.
Oh, here we go, Senna. I should look up mom jokes and see it. They'd probably be too good though. They'd be better than the
it's just all about killing your husband.
Oh, I hope those would be jokes. You never know sometimes. All right, so I want you to take us back to when you were young. There's two parts to this. I want to hear kind of your inspirations, how you got into reading, sci-fi, fantasy, horror, all of that stuff, and then talk to us about when you started writing and when you decided, I'm going to try to write a book, legit, like I'm going to do it. Take us through those journeys.
Yeah, sci-fi horror, that just kind of came, I don't know, like I only had a couple of, like I grew up in the 80s, so we only had a couple of films in our house, and two of them were like the first two of like the Aliens trilogy. So, perfect for like a 7-year-old to watch.
Oh,
and growing up in the 80s, you also had the privilege of having your parents expose you to things that were not intended to be scary, but ended up being just terrifying on its face, like the Dark Crystal, stuff like that. It's just like
those things were creepy, man.
Yeah, like they just put you down in front of the TV. It's like, okay, the Return to Oz. Like, all right, like I'll put this on, and then
fine.
Yeah, like I just always had this I'm not sure, just horror was just always kind of there.
Yeah.
And then I just remember in school, they would force us to, read stuff, and it was always all I never had any interest until they made us read Poe, and that was like, all right, it was like, one, it's short, so yes, it like when you're 12. And it was just very relatable. Like there wasn't a lot of, it was just kind of about being crazy, sad, and killing people. It wasn't like terribly, like things coming out of the sky, like with H.P. Lovecraft, which I love too. And it was just the horror genre was always kind of, I don't want to say poo-pooed by my family, but we would go to the store and I'd be like, oh, this looks cool. It's like, Jason Takes Manhattan. It's like, yeah, I don't think you should watch this, It's like
right.
It's like he's on a ship and he's killing kids. Like, nah. But I was like, I always found myself in like, inside the horror section being like, that looks cool. So as soon as I turned 17, I just remember going and just systematically just seeing every film, just all the Freddys, all the Jasons, all the Hellraisers, all the Amityvilles. And it just became something that I just pounded into my head. And sci-fi was kind of the same thing. Not as much, but like with the Alien, and Close Encounters of the Third Kind. If it's scary and it's like, in space, there's something fascinating about that.
I agree.
Because you kind of have like the haunted house and then like the haunted, the haunted ship.
Yeah.
So
it's a good mix.
Yeah. So that was just kind of, and I always like was interested in writing. My father wanted to be like an author, and he actually had a typewriter, so he would always be in there, clack, 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 clack. And I was like, can I try this out? And it was just, I mean, call me crazy. This was like the 80s. It's like, it was cool to type something and then see it on paper,
Yeah.
And from then I just remember he bought like another typewriter, and he, I could keep the old one. So
that's cool.
I would just start, doing a couple pages. And I remember going to my school in first grade and being like, I wrote a book. It's just like a page, So
that's awesome. Do you remember what it's about?
Yeah, it was about cowboys.
Oh, that's awesome.
The funniest thing is, it's like, oh, so like you must have been super into cowboys as a kid. Like,
Yeah,
no,
not at all. Say, it
no
doesn't
interest.
sound like it from what you're watching Alien, but you're writing about
Yeah,
cowboys.
it's like, all right, I'm gonna write this cowboy. Yeah, so yeah, like the seeds were always kind of planted, but then when I was about the same age, I started playing piano, and I got into
Oh,
like, I mean, I can play almost any instrument that I touch, and for a
dang.
long time, it was so okay, this is what I want to be. You know, up until I was
Yeah.
about 30, up until I
Okay.
was about 30, and it's like,
Wow.
okay,
So you
it's
were
loud,
big into
it's
music.
yeah, it's hard to find time to get, 3 people with, 7 children between us to,
Mm, yeah,
to
that's tough.
practice. And it's just like I'm not going to play shows anymore. Like I don't want to but I do think that kind of ties into why I like the audio format as well. Like I say, sometimes I think I'm in this sometimes just for the audiobook. And I do think that's why. But then yeah, I just when I was about 30, I was like, I've always wanted to write a book. I was about to have a kid, and I was like, I would like to have something published before I have my first son. And I did. I
Mhm.
cranked something out. It was awful. There was a mistake on the first page. The first page.
Oh, no.
I switched the words trial and trail. It's like
Oh, no, the
he
trial?
walked he walked down the
That's a different
trial.
story.
I'm just like, dude, like my first page of my first novel. So that was
Well, and the
hire.
first page usually has the chapter 1 thing, so it's not even a full page.
Yeah, it's like, so hire an editor, people. And then yeah, I from there that I kind of springboarded that into my next novel in 2016, which was pretty much the same thing. And this is something I tell almost anyone who I'm doing a job for, if they're creating their
Yeah.
first or their second novel. Like the first one, is the first one. It's going to be exciting. Everybody's going to be like, "Oh my god, like you wrote a book." The sequel is always harder to sell, and that's kind of
Mm.
where you get tested as a writer. I tell them, like, with my first novel, I was selling it at work. I was selling it to, people on my street, my family,
Oh, yeah.
and then
Right, yeah.
when the second one came out, it was like, "Oh, you got a cool. Like, I don't really want it," but, so I sold about half, and that
Oh, yeah.
was at a time, 2014, 2016, where there
Mhm.
wasn't really a community.
Yeah, yeah.
They had a couple authors fairs by me. That was
Mhm.
kind of it. I'm sure there was stuff on YouTube, but there wasn't,
Right.
TikTok was
Not
not
like it
even
is
here.
now. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I was literally on my own, like I didn't have any other author friends. So
Mhm.
from 2016 to like 2019, I was kind of on a hiatus. I did write, but yeah, I was still writing, but I was kind of on a hiatus. I was having my second child. I wouldn't call it marriage problems, but it was a tough spot in my marriage. I was working second shift, drinking a lot. So I was kind of at
Uh,
a bad spot, and
yeah.
I was not writing for a while. But then 2019, I wrote A Third of Infinity in, like a week, and I was like, let me try this again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And ever since
Mhm.
then, it's just been one after the other after the other. It's like, I think this is
Oh,
what I want to be. I'm pretty sure this is
yes.
what I want to be. And then yeah, the editing thing happened, and then it's just, yeah, it's crazy. It's been an incredible year.
That's awesome. So you said earlier that the first editing thing was just a friend giving you something. Did they give it to you because they knew you were a writer, so they thought you would have, like a good eye for it? Like,
So
how
what
did they
happened?
decide to give it to you?
This is just like another one of those crazy stories. I don't know. Like I've
Mm.
told it before. I don't know if you're familiar with the YouTuber, the Angry Video Game Nerd. Maybe no.
No, that sounds like a fun
He's
YouTube channel.
So he's one of like the first people who were on it back in the day. He would
Mhm.
like when the platform first started out, he
Yeah.
does like these
Oh, wow.
comical reviews, like he's pretending to be angry, like, "Oh, this game sucks,
Oh.
blah blah blah." And I had been a fan of him for, since
Yeah.
about 2004, 2005 ish, and at
Mhm.
my job, I was training this guy, and he's telling me, he's like, yeah, I'm from Pennsylvania. I grew up with this famous guy, on YouTube, and he told me it's like, it's the angry nerd guy, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, like this is the coolest thing ever. So me being in the spirit of a true curmudgeon, I'm like, I'm gonna contact this guy and try to sell him all my books. And
That's awesome.
at first I was like, hey, I've been a huge fan, blah blah blah. I know this guy who knows you. I just kind of confirmed it first. I didn't sell him like
Yeah,
immediately,
yeah,
and he
yeah.
was like, yes, I know this guy. I can confirm, he's not just saying this. And yeah, and then I told him, I was like, I write this, I write this. He actually purchased all of them, and then like 2 weeks after that, he's like, I'm considering publishing, this thing. But I don't really know what to do. So I'm like kind of talking him through it. And then I'm like, if you want, I could take a look at it, just because,
Mhm.
I could probably help you. And I just kind of found out it's like I do kind of have a knack for this, even though I have a terrible attention span. I don't get it. Yeah. But I sent it
That's
back to
funny.
him, and he's like, dude, this is so helpful, like, thank you. And yeah, then I
That
just
was
put
it?
it out there. I was like, let me try this. And then I got Molly, and that was it. Yeah.
Now you're on your way.
I hope
Oh,
so,
that's
man.
awesome, man. Heck
Yeah.
yeah. Well, stuff like this helps. So, um, I guess after this is done, I'll put it in there. Do you have like what's the best thing you want me to put in there for anybody that watches this that might be interested in contacting you about editing? Is it like, do I just your socials, or like do you have a website for your
Nah,
editing? Okay.
I
Okay.
keep being like, I need to get like a website, but I've made it work this far. I don't think
Yeah.
I
Hey.
do. So yeah,
Yep.
if they don't have like my direct email, yeah, I'm on TikTok, Facebook. I'm on YouTube too. I'm on Twitter a tiny bit. I mean, I can
Yeah.
answer you on there, but I'm not on there that much. But
Yeah.
yeah, just hit me up on the socials. Like I said, even if I can't find a space for you, my submissions are always open. So,
Awesome.
especially
Very cool.
if it's your first time, like pretty much every client that I've had has been a first timer, and I like to think we've had success. So if you're a first timer, please, um, I can help you.
Nice. All right. Very cool. All right. So next, I have some questions about your writing process. I'd love to hear how different authors have a different process when they write.
Yeah.
Um, well, here we go. We should point out what Molly just said. Said you're a great editor and you come up with the best names for pet stuffed animals in the book. So there we
No,
go.
I don't I don't remember what she's talking talking about.
You're so good, you don't even know what it
I
is.
just I'm like how a freestyle rapper can just come up with rhymes. I just come up with stupidity. It just
Right,
comes out.
just spews it out. I love
So
it. All right,
yeah.
so before I ask you the writing process questions, though, every day on my channel I do a question of the day, and I like to ask my guests the same question. But this one you kind of already answered, I think. My question today was I asked, what was the first horror movie that you can remember watching? And it sounds like it was Alien, unless it was it something before that?
Like I want to say I caught pieces of like the Freddy films until my parents like,
Oh, nice.
turned it off. But like I said, there was kind of like the PG-13 stepping stones towards it. One
Mm-hmm.
film I do remember being allowed to watch was The Gate. I don't know if you
Oh,
remember that
that
one.
sounds kind of familiar.
Yeah, there's like a hole in these people's yard. There's like
Oh,
a 6-year-old Stephen Dorff in it.
oh, geez.
Yeah, but yeah, I remember being allowed to watch that and being like, this is scary, man. And then yeah, like the
That is
Alien
scary.
films. Yeah, like they
Okay.
were just the way that like the
Oh,
Alien
so good.
films pulled off horror.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
especially with the first one, it's just yeah, it's just incredible.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
still afraid of aliens. Like
Oh, yeah. It's creepy. People in the chat love Alien 2. Cinna said best one ever. Jasper even named his bulldog Ripley. That's a good name for a bulldog. I like
yeah,
that.
it's yeah. Like the first two were just like I've seen them so many times I can quote them
Hmm.
just word for word.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Especially the second one. That's just it's
Yeah,
so good.
it is so good. Have you watched the show? The new show that came out?
No,
I haven't
no,
watched it yet.
no, I'm actually one of those weird people who enjoyed Prometheus and Covenant, as flawed as they are.
Oh wow, okay, yeah,
But I'm just I'm kind of done. Like
yeah.
what else can they possibly do?
I
Like
know, I know, I know.
I
I've heard
keep
it's really
hearing
good though.
that's what I keep, but it's like the Predator franchise is like another
Mm.
one where I keep
Oh,
going
they
back
just
to,
beat. Yep.
just like a toxic, former fling that I just like,
Yeah,
oh, like, every 10 years I get tricked
right.
back into being
Go
like,
back.
oh, why? Why did I should
Oh,
know better than to try one of these movies. But yeah, like honestly, I just don't have time for shows, man. That's just
oh yeah. Well, yeah. You,
it
you
sounds
got
so
so
stuck
many
up, but
things.
I just don't
No,
have time.
it's reality. There's only so much time in the day, and you gotta pick what to spend time in. And doing writing, editing, and I mean all your normal life stuff and job. You don't
Yeah.
have. You got to cut some things out. So,
I
so
try
that's
every
good.
Friday to watch something with my kids, but other than
Oh,
that,
that's
it's
good.
yeah. So
Yeah, yeah, I hear you, man. I don't watch it nearly as much as I used to either. All right. So my first question, and you kind of touched on it earlier, so I think I kind of know where you're gonna fall, but you talked about pantsing. So there's a pantser who just writes by the seat of their pants, never outlines at all. Then there's a plotter on the other end who outlines everything meticulously. Are you one way or the other? Or are you somewhere in the middle? Does it change from book to book? Because you mentioned that first book, you really pantsed.
yeah, I mean, with the pantsing thing, if it's very, I don't want to call it simple minded, just because I don't want to, insult my own story, but it was something where it's just talking the whole time. So pantsing something like that is, it's kind of already plotted out. So I guess it's not even
Mm-hmm.
pantsing, but I, if you're if you're pantsing large pieces of things,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to mean more fixing it up later.
Yeah.
If I mean, essentially, there's like maybe like a 30% pantsing element to no matter what. Like no matter
Mhm.
what, you have to come up with something from
Right, right.
absolutely nothing. But
Yeah.
if you're just like sailing a ship with just no direction and hoping for like that, you can come up with something, but it's going to take a long time. It's going to be a lot of fixes, and you have a chance of really burning yourself out. You got
Yeah,
to
that's
plot.
true.
It's just I
Yeah.
have to plot. I don't know. I'm sure there's people out there who can just pants 110,000 words, but I would not recommend it.
Now, have you had, since you're more of a plotter, have you had anything when you're writing, like you have it plotted out and then all of a sudden a character, you're like, well, now that I've written them, I don't think they would do that and change it,
Yes,
or someone's supposed to
absolutely.
die and you're like, no, they can't die yet. Or you create a character along the way because you're like, oh, I need somebody else. So you've had some
Mhm.
of that stuff happen. Okay.
Yeah, like
How do
I've
you handle that with your plotter mind? Are you like, oh gosh?
the easiest way is to combine two characters into one if you can. Um, if there's a possibility where I'm like, okay, I created this character, but if they're to the point where they're so bad, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna cut them out. Um, they were probably not that much, that they probably weren't terribly prevalent as it is. So just kind of taking the premise behind them, the reason that they're in there, and sticking it into something else. That's the easiest way. Just kind of combining characters. I wouldn't call it cheating, but you're not really. That's the quickest and easiest way. Um, Other than that, yeah, there's yeah, that's kind of a hard question. Whenever I create characters, I'll make a card, like a note card, so I plot my characters out too. So yeah, but no matter how much planning, you'll always have something where you just have to take the axe to it, and
Hmm. Hmm.
there's no pretty way, no easy way. You just have to do it.
You just got to do it. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Very true. Molly just said something here that I think you should make your tagline for your editing. She said, "Team Pantser." That's why I have an editor to clean up my pants. You just could just say that. I'll clean up your pants.
See, I don't consider her a pantser though. Like I don't
She
know,
always
man.
says she
Okay,
is.
okay, all right.
So she plots a little more than she knows, than she
I mean,
realizes.
if it's gonna create, jobs for me, then please keep being a pantser, Melly. Please.
That's right. Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
You're on the right
All right.
track. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Okay, so next question. When you're writing, so now you've got this 12 book thing that you want to get 3 done by this time, or like you want to finish your current book by the end of the year. So when you're in that mindset, do you set daily, weekly goals, or are you more just like, I'm busy, I just know I need to get it done by this time, and I'm just going to write every day, whenever, however I can? What do you
Yeah,
do with goal setting?
I don't like I don't have deadlines really. I find with fiction, because it's entirely creative. If I
Yeah,
make deadlines for myself, or like word counts for the day, what's going to happen is I'm going to be forcing it one,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm going to be creating more work for myself later, because like I would rather just create 500 words that I'm going to keep than
Yeah.
2,000 that I'm going to have to take the
Yeah,
axe to fit
cut
in
down to
100.
500. Yeah, that's so true. That's a good way
But
to look at
I just honestly, when I try with the editing now, just because I've kind of gotten a time
it. Hmm.
feel for, I try to do one proofreading chapter a day. I
Hmm.
have been able to do more, but as far as writing, I don't really have to. I have so many things that it's like, okay, just like waiting in line to be, you know, put on the front of the stove next. I don't ever have a time where I'm like, okay, I need to not force it, but yeah, I'm just always working all the time. It's crazy. If I'm not at
It
my
sounds
job,
like it.
or yeah, if like the only thing I'll stop for is like food and my children. If my children want me for something, like I will turn off everything. And it's like, okay, like
Oh yeah, yeah,
I just
yeah.
I don't want to ever be like, no, I don't have time. I'm sorry, I have to
Right.
meet this
Hmm.
deadline. That's just
Yep.
no.
No. Yep. It's a good way to be, because it's easy to
So
get
yeah,
so
that's
into
kind of I just kind
your
of always write all
stuff.
the time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a good way to be, man. It's good to be
Yeah.
in it, but then
So
be able to turn it off when when you need to for your family. That's a good. It's nothing wrong with that. That's good. Um, let's see. Nathaniel just popped in here. What's up, man? Thanks for being here. He's away at his first year of college. He's rocking it out. Proud of you, man. All right. So next question. The other side of that, if you are writing, are you a creature of habit? Like, do you like to write in the morning every day or at night? Do you like to write in a certain place, like an office or in a certain chair? Or are you just like, I'm just gonna write wherever the mood hits me, or wherever my family allows me to write?
yeah, normally I'll be upstairs. Like I'm in my office downstairs now
Okay.
just for podcasts and stuff like that. I don't want my
Yeah.
kids, my dog, and all that shit. But
Yeah.
yeah, I have like I can write anywhere. I have like my laptop. If I'm on vacation, I was up in like upstate New York, and my laptop came with me, and every chance I get, it's just yeah, I can pretty much write anywhere as long as it's not loud
That's
or
good.
uncomfortable or too hot. Yeah, I can just write. Like if I didn't have a full-time job, I would go find places to write. I think that'd be
Oh
so
yeah.
much fun. Yeah,
Oh heck
but
yeah. That is cool. That is cool. I like that. Um, so my next question, you kind of touched on a little bit just now. So if when you're writing, do you like it to be quiet, or do you have like music on, or do you just need silence to like to let your mind tell you what you need to do?
so whenever I'm doing the editing phase, I always have something on. It's just
Mhm.
there's so many of these channels here on YouTube of these people who
Oh
post
yeah.
like these ambiences, and I'm constantly on there just thanking them. Like, dude, this helps me so
Oh yeah.
much, because I actually
Yep.
do have a phase of the editing where I'll do all like the text to chat, just
Oh
because
yeah.
I have found times where I have overseen stuff that I
Yeah.
caught later on. So I'll almost always have something on playing. If I'm in the zone, yeah, I can have something on. But if I'm doing like the outline type stuff, I normally don't
Yeah.
have too much stuff on. I also can't have things on where there's any singing, because if
Oh
somebody's
yeah.
talking or if
You'll
there's
listen to it.
words, yeah, I always had the same problem as a kid doing homework. I would always try to put
Oh yeah.
stuff on, but I would get distracted. Yeah, so
Yeah.
but I always have some kind of like ambience on. If I'm, working on like a cyberpunk thing, I'll have like a futuristic thing on. If I'm doing like a fantasy thing, I'll have like, like a tavern, or something
Oh
like that.
yeah.
It helps, man. It helps so much.
Oh, that's awesome. I like
Yeah.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
very cool.
There's a method for everything, man.
Yeah. Have you ever listened to something in specific on purpose for like a scene you're getting ready to write, or you just always listen to like what you want to listen to?
Yeah, no, that's definitely because there's a lot of specifically with the cyberpunk stuff, it's very, like they're outside in the rain and it's very
Oh
sad and
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
stuff like that where you're trying to really tap into that. Or if you're writing like a haunted house thing, or like a spooky horror type thing, you something more, like they have thunder and stuff in it. And yeah, it's so important to be in the zone. And
Oh yeah. Yeah.
sometimes I write like with nothing on, but not a lot, not a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Well, Cinna, good gravy. Thank you for that super sticker.
I mean, I'm making
And
money
yes,
tonight, man.
I know, man. You got to come on every day.
Dude. I mean, this has been awesome. Yeah.
It has been. Okay, so I usually have one more section where I ask fun questions to get to know you outside of writing. We're coming up to an hour. I want to respect your time. Are you okay to go a little over an hour? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Absolutely.
I don't want to keep going and have you be like, "What the heck, man? I thought it was only gonna be an hour." All right, sweet.
Nope, I'm
sweet.
good, man.
All right. So before I ask you those questions, I usually like to do some kind of little riddle or mystery. So I got a riddle for you. We'll see if you can solve it. All right. Are you ready? Here we go. Everybody in the chat, feel free to shout out your answers if you think you know. So here it is. Here's the riddle. It's a what am I riddle. So I am easy to pick up, but hard to throw. What am I?
A habit?
Oh, that actually is a good answer. That's not it, but that's actually probably better than the actual answer. This is a physical thing. Easy to pick up, hard to throw, or harder to throw.
My next answer was going to be a party, but I don't know. You can't pick a party up there. I have no idea.
All right. Do you want me to try to give you a hint, or do you want me to just tell you what it is?
Yeah. You can just tell me.
Okay. It's a feather. Easy to pick up, but you try to throw one. They're so light, they just, they get all funky. But your answer actually was probably better.
I have it. Very philosophical.
Oh man. Yeah. I like it. We just had a couple of awesome authors pop in here. We got Mike Molman is here. What's up, Mike? And then Joe JC and Byrne is here, and he was wondering where you edit. Do you use Word or Scrivener or Google Docs?
So far, I have only used Word and Google Docs. I have had a couple people, they were like, I only do PDF. So I had to like actually, type into the PDF, like, no, this is wrong. This is wrong. But yeah, I prefer to do Word, but Google Docs is good too, because that allows me to communicate and to, according to Molly, say a bunch of stupid stuff. Make up names.
Name stuffed animals and pets.
Yeah, Google Docs is good because I can, as we go, I don't have to send a file back and forth. But honestly, I'm always just like, I always have the choice up to them. I mean, it's only those two choices. But if someone was like, I have this other thing, I'd be willing to try. I'm pretty flexible. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, I like it. It's a good choice. Okay. So I have a few questions for us to get to know you now. First question, we'll start easy. What is your favorite color?
Purple. Yeah.
Ooh, no hesitation. All right. So why purple? Is it always just been, or is there a reason behind it?
So I just I kind of like the idea of two colors being used to make one. You know what I mean? It's and I don't know. There's just something cool about it. It's not quite, like this color and that. I don't know. Something about purple just.
Oh,
I
purple is
like it.
awesome. I agree. I like it too.
Like
It looks
like it
good.
yeah, like it can be quiet or it can be, extremely the opposite of that. And I
Mhm.
just think that's kind of cool. I don't know. Yeah, so purple.
I agree. I agree. Speaking of purple, JC and Byrne was just in here. This cover has some sweet purple in it.
That's a
If
great
anybody
looking
hasn't
cover,
checked that
man.
out, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's good. It's good. All right. Next question. What is your favorite food? If you got to pick where your family was going to eat, what kind of food are you picking? What's your favorite?
Probably either a steakhouse or I mean honestly, I'm pretty simple. I love pizzeria food, man.
Oh,
Um
nice. Yeah, me too.
I love pizzeria food. That's yeah.
What's your favorite pizza? Like what toppings? What's your favorite?
It depends, honestly. Like, there's certain places that like their plain is just undisputed. But as long as it's not seafood or anything like that, I can. I mean, I can eat almost anything off a pizza. Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, very cool. Next question. This one, I feel like we've talked about so many things. We've already probably talked about these, but I like to ask if there's because we know
Yeah.
that you're good at writing, you're good at editing. You talked about being good at with music and instruments, but is there any hobby or talent that we haven't talked about that you have that we don't know about?
Yeah, so I actually paint too. I paint
Oh
on
wow.
canvas a tiny bit, but
Okay.
yeah, I actually like I used to paint and sell Warhammer 40K armies. Um,
Oh,
I
nice.
paint, yeah, just thousands and thousands of
That's some
models. I
intricate painting, man.
Yeah, I have yeah, like I have some of my stuff up on Facebook, but that was something
Oh,
where
nice.
kind of when I was um kind of starting to not be into, playing, like the instruments as much cuz um like I mean again, painting is something that I can just
Yeah.
paint by myself.
Yep.
And
Yep.
and it was also one of those things like with the instruments and stuff, those were all like with that, it was always simple for me to pick that up. With painting and with writing, those are things I actually really, really had to like train myself and try at.
Mhm.
I think I was accustomed for a long time to just being like, okay, I can pick this up and I don't have a problem. Like I wouldn't say I wasn't challenging myself,
Mhm.
but I also wasn't really like making a concerted effort to be like, okay, I really have to improve because I want to get to this place. And with painting, that really did teach me that because I would see other people's stuff and be like, man, I have such a way to go. And just that journey of just learning how to really, highlight and shade and all that stuff, it actually helped me
Mhm.
with like the aspect of what I'm doing now, tackling something
That's
that's hard.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
painted
true.
for I painted for a long time. I was in a couple of like painting contests for
Oh,
the
wow.
company, and I mean I only won second place, but it was a love I
Oh,
had for a
that's
long time.
pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, um, but that was a love I had for a long time, and it's funny. Like my paints were sitting around for forever. I just like I wasn't able to convince myself to throw them out, and like this past week, I finally threw all my paints out. It was so sad.
Oh, no.
They're all so old
That
now. It's
is
like
so
I
sad.
can't paint
Yeah,
any.
you couldn't do anything with it, yeah. But that was
But
probably
the
hard.
cool thing is, yeah, the cool thing is, and this is something I always said while I was painting. Like, if there ever comes a time when I'm not into this anymore, I have all this stuff to show for it.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
that's what,
yeah, for sure.
now I have all these things I can show my son. He's like, "Oh my god, like this is wow. Like when did you paint these?" It's like when I
Yeah.
was, feeding you as a baby.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you
So,
go.
but
And
other than that, honestly, yeah, like reading like it the author thing has pretty much consumed everything.
yeah.
I'll
Oh,
do,
yeah, it does.
some tabletop stuff, only second place. Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Um,
I agree with Trinity.
yeah,
Second place is
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Um, First would have been nice, but yeah, nah, I get it.
True, true,
But
that's
no,
fair.
yeah,
That's
I
better than
so yeah,
third, though.
yeah, I do try to put time aside to play some tabletop stuff with my friends. But other than that, it's just kids and writing, man. it's crazy.
Hey,
Kids and writing.
That's good.
It's a good life.
Two important things. Yeah, you can't complain. Those are two good
No,
things.
I can't.
Before I go to the next question, we had another awesome author that popped in, Grace Walker. What's up, Grace? Thanks for being here. All right. So next question, got to put on your time machine hat here and think back for these next two. What was your first job you got that you got a paycheck for? So not like, helping your parents with something and they kind of give you $20 or whatever. Like, what was your first like real job where you got a paycheck?
So that was I worked at ShopRite. Yeah, like a shopping place.
Okay. Yeah.
Pushing carts, stuff like that.
Oh,
And
nice.
it's funny, the same ShopRite that I used to work at when I was 15, 16 is the ShopRite that I proposed to my wife to on the way to.
Jeez, man, that place
has been a huge part of my life.
Oh, it'll always be a special place. Yeah, it has. Dang.
So yeah, that was it.
Oh,
ShopRite, man. I
man.
always tell my
That's pretty
son,
cool.
like, dude, as soon as you're ready for your first job, man, I'm sending my son to ShopRite. Yeah.
I know where you're working. Life-changing. You should have found a way to integrate like the shopping cart into the proposal somehow or something. I don't know how you would have done it, but
man, that.
Dang it.
Well, we're coming up on our.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe for the 20-year anniversary.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good idea. All right. So next question, what was your first car, your first ride?
A 1987 Buick Century. This thing was just it was a monster.
What color was it?
Just a box, man. It was gray, a nice, lovely gray.
Okay. Let me see if I can find a picture of it.
It was me. It was a me. It's horrible.
A lighter gray or a darker gray?
Darker gray.
Okay.
And I put hubcaps on it, and
oh yeah.
God,
did it look like this?
Strobe lights on the interior.
Did it look like that?
That's it, man. That's it.
There he is. There's Bill driving that to the shop, right? Oh, nice. That's awesome.
I wish they still made them, man. It was such an awful car. I kind of still want one.
I know, right? Isn't it funny how you, at that age, you're like, oh, I can't wait to get out of this. And then you think back and it's like, oh, it's actually kind of cool. I wish I could have that again. Oh, man. I know, it's crazy. All right. Next question. Let's see. We already kind of talked about books, movies. All right. So I think we're ready for, well, actually, do you still find time to read now besides what you're editing or what you're writing? Do you ever read for like enjoyment? Do you have time? Audio? Yeah. What was the last thing you read?
That's it. Yeah. Man, I actually always try to find stuff from like the independent authors, because I can pretty much read almost anything if it's audiobook, unless it's really, really bad, like just regardless of the genre. If it's fiction, I always try to help out people, and just some of the stuff I found from these, these people who are just hiding in plain sight. It's like there's these geniuses.
So many good ones, yeah.
I'm trying to think of what I was on now. I was on a sci-fi book, and I just started something from another guy on TikTok. I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I know, when you're on the spot, that happens. You're gonna remember it later, and you're like, "Oh,
yeah."
That's how it goes.
But I try to just do specifically like indie authors, but it's just because I love supporting people and finding.
Oh, me too, man.
Yeah. Obviously,
and there's so many good indie books out there. There's just so much that like you said, you want to support them so that it can get out there, because there's some genius writers that nobody knows about, because it's just how it is.
Have you ever read Codex Siracia by K.M. Taylor?
No, I'm writing this one down.
That was one
Codex
like
Siracia?
Siracius, yeah, by K.M. Taylor.
Okay.
this was one of these books, like, I definitely, don't I don't compete with other authors just out of nature, but
Mhm.
when I read this, I was actually, like, kind of intimidated. It's like, "Oh my god, this is so good." It actually is kind of making me feel a certain kind of way.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
good.
it looks like Molly agrees that it's really good.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Oh,
Yes,
the narrator
Joshua
did Sledge? Oh, nice.
Joshua Saxon, that's how I read it.
Okay.
He's incredible. Like, I almost hired him for something, but, I can't afford him.
Yeah, I bet he's getting expensive.
He
Oh, man.
deserves every penny of it though, but
Yeah, he's
that
good.
book
That
was like, wow. Yeah, I always tell everyone to read that book.
dang, okay. What was the author's name again?
KM Taylor. She's awesome.
Taylor. Okay, got it. I will check it out. Sweet. Thanks, man. All right. So I got to end it here. I got some rapid fire questions, some either or. Okay.
Okay.
So let's see what your answers are. First one:
Uh-huh.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars, yeah.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
gotten
Star
bad,
Wars.
but still, it's yeah.
It's
The
I love
Yep,
it too.
yep.
Same. Same. All right. DC or Marvel?
Marvel, I want to say Marvel, but like if I had to choose between Batman and
Hmm.
I can't say goodbye to
Batman's my
Batman,
dude. Yep.
but
Yep.
I will
That's
have
why
to say
DC.
Marvel. I guess I'll say
Marvel as a whole, I feel like has so much more like, but Batman just carries it for DC. I'm the same way. He's
Batman.
and
Yeah.
the whole Bat family. It's all just so good.
It's like the one thing I can be sold over and over and over and not feel like a total moron. Or maybe I am,
Mhm.
but I don't feel like one.
I know. I know. Uh, um. Oh yeah. I just saw somebody say Firefly. I love
Oh,
Firefly.
man.
Did you ever watch Firefly? Oh,
Yeah.
love it. So good.
Like I want to show my son Serenity soon. He's just about at that
Yes.
age. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Oh, so good, man.
so
Man,
good.
that movie has you at the end like you're like everybody's gonna die. Nobody's making it out of this. Like that's a good movie.
Yeah.
That's good
Like
stuff.
the antagonist in that is like one of my all-time favorite.
Oh,
It's just he's
hmm,
so good. It's
he
just
is.
so
Yeah, I love
self-aware.
that.
Yeah.
So good. I agree. All right. Next one. Well, I guess I should ask that. Were you ever a gamer? Did you ever play video games back in the day?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
I
then,
still do a tiny bit, but
okay.
not really.
Are you PC gamer or console gamer?
I mean, I did have consoles as a kid up until
Okay.
like the first play or up until like the first PlayStation. Yeah,
Okay.
I was pretty big on PC, but yeah, I mean all around.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
in the past 10 or 15 years, everything just kind of
Yeah.
seems like a
I know.
Souls game or a first person shooter. So
Yeah. Well, on this
mm,
another, it's a time suck. You only have so much time, you know.
and that
Uh,
I don't have time. So
yeah. So when you were a kid, then were you Team Sega, or Nintendo?
I got a Sega for Christmas, so
Me
whether
too.
I wanted to be Team Sega or not,
You were.
was. And I found all my friends had the Super NES, so it kind of
Yep. So
worked
did
out.
mine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
like there was kind of like a foreign quality to the Super Nintendo with me, like, oh, it's so cool. But Sega was solid, like with the
Yeah.
sports games and stuff. I I wouldn't take anything back. But yeah,
Oh yeah.
Sega
Yep.
all
Yep.
the way.
Oh yeah. What was your favorite? The sports games were good. What was your favorite game, non-sports? Like just Sonic, or was it like a smaller game that not a lot of people heard of? What some of your favorite
On
Sega
Sega,
games? Yeah.
I was into honestly. I played a lot of the Street Fighter games.
Yeah,
I
those
mean,
were good.
obviously those are big.
Yeah.
The first Toad Jam and Earl, I always liked how
Yes.
something was like it was so like tongue in cheek. I always liked it. It was just like it's so stupid on purpose. Like, all right, like this is
I
right
loved
up
it.
my alley.
Oh yeah.
Um, but yeah, like I know you said like sports games are kind of at it, but I
Mhm.
always really like to play Mutant League. Um,
Oh yes, that was a
those
fun game.
games were just so hilarious.
Yes.
I just
Yep. Hmm.
yeah, I played those games so much.
Oh
But
yeah. I did too.
other
Oh
than those, yeah, I was big into Street Fighter, man. I love
yeah.
Street Fighter.
Oh, they were so good. Cinna is taking off. We'll see you, Cinna. Thanks for being here and for all the awesome things you did. We appreciate you. My two favorite games, I think, were Toe Jam and Earl and Earthworm Jim. Ooh, I
Yeah,
love
that
that.
was a good one. It was a
That was
hard
awesome.
one. It was good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was, because if you get hit too many times, then you're just that little worm hopping around.
Yep.
And if you get hit once, you're done for. But that was a fun game.
Yeah, it was, man.
Those are cool. Did
It
you
was
ever
really fun.
play? I'm thinking all these games now. Did you ever play Comics Zone? You were like a comic artist, and he gets sucked into his own comic, and
That
then
sounds familiar.
yeah, oh, that was a fun game too. Anyway,
It was on Sega. Okay, I've
yeah,
probably
I was
played
gonna
it.
say,
Yeah.
yeah, it was pretty cool. All right, next one. Who is the best Ninja Turtle?
I was always a fan of Raphael. He was just
Okay.
that was the toy that I got, and he was always kind of like the bad guy. Well, not bad, but kind of like
Yeah, he was the BA. Yeah, he was the anti-hero one. Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go with him, man. Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
nice. My favorite was, I loved Raphael. My favorite was Michelangelo. I feel like
Yeah.
those two are usually the ones that people. I wondered with the purple. I didn't know if you would say Donatello.
Oh yeah. No, he was. Yeah. No, I don't think anybody really had him as a
He's not.
favorite.
Yeah, I don't think he's anybody's favorite.
He's like the yeah. He's like the Ringo Starr of
Yeah,
the Turtles.
I love it. I love it. All right, my last two questions have to do with food. So first one is, which is the better tasting grape, red grape or green grape?
I guess green. I've had some good red ones, but yeah, I gotta go green.
Okay, green, fair. I think red is better, but I still like you. I still
Yeah.
like you.
Okay.
And last one, this is a good one because you are a pizza guy. Should pineapple be on pizza? Is pineapple an acceptable topping?
Yeah. I kind of like it. So
Me too. I don't mind it, but some people don't like it.
yeah,
They say it's an
like ham and
abomination.
pineapple. Absolutely. Yes. Sign me up. Absolutely.
JA just made a good point. He said Donatello was the best in the games. He was, because of that staff. That is very,
Yeah.
very true.
That's the thing, like with Raph in the games. Yeah, he was my character, but
Oh yeah,
he had no reach. Yeah,
I know, that's true. Jasper, it's all right. I'm glad that you love Donatello. That's good. That's good.
that's some
You're actually the
Donatello.
one that made me think to ask this question, because earlier when you said purple was your favorite color, he said, "Oh, so Donatello was his favorite Ninja Turtle." So I'm like, I gotta ask. We'll see. All right. Very cool, man. This has been awesome. I can't believe it's already been an hour
Yeah,
and 17 minutes. It's just flown by. Thank you so much for coming on. I'm super pumped for all you've already done and all you have coming. And this show is called Beast Friends Forever for a reason, my friend, because we are Beast Friends Forever. So anytime you want to come on, anytime you have a project or anything you want me to shout out or come on and talk about, I'm always here for you, man. So thank you for coming on. Before I go into my ending spiel, you have the floor to shout out, talk about anything you want to. The floor is yours.
yeah. No, thanks for having me. Yeah, like I said, I have tons of stuff out there in all formats: horror, adventure, um, sci-fi. All if you're a fiction lover, there's something there for you. Yeah, and just keep an eye out for this Altria tabletop thing. I should
Ooh.
have the first novel out pretty soon. And yeah, other than that, just keep your eyes peeled for the 19 Doors if you're looking for your
Yeah.
next horror. It's kind of like 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 Hellraiser with the Wolf of Wall Street. That's the way I always.
Oh,
So
dude, that sounds
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. So keep an eye out for that. It'll be available on all formats. Other than that, if anybody wants to send me like an email or hit me up on TikTok, Facebook, or Twitter for some editing work, I would love to talk to you. There's no job that's too large or small. And yeah, man, thanks for having me. This has been awesome.
Awesome. Heck yeah, man. Again, all of William's stuff is in the description. And after we get off the call, I'll get your email for editing and I'll throw it in there too so people can reach out to you if they want.
Awesome.
Thank you, everybody in the chat. You guys were fantastic. Thank you for everybody watching on replay. You guys are awesome. I will be back tomorrow night with P.L. Stewart, another awesome author, at 6 p.m. So look forward to that. I'll see you in that one. And until I do, as I always say, Devour your TBRs. Be brave, be beautiful to one another, and be beastly.